This is Code.org. I'm currently working on their CS Principles course. I'm on Unit 3, Intro to Programming, Lesson 9, Loops and Random Numbers, Puzzle 9, Add Bubbles. The first high-level function you will write is draw all bubbles. You may have noticed that the bubbles in the image look very similar to the dots we've already drawn in this lesson. Now we'll use that skill to add to our image. Cool. We got one though. Alright, read the draw bubble function to know how it works and what the parameter accepts. Alright, so where's the draw bubble function? So draw all bubbles. What's that do though? Oh, that just moves us around the screen, and then it calls the draw bubble function. And then for an argument, right, for what we're asking the parameter to be, is random number between 1 and 5. So let's keep looking for draw bubble, draw star, draw seagrass, draw fish, draw bubble. Okay, so our draw bubble pin RGB. So we set the color to some like whitish blue, red, green, blue maybe. And then, and the opacity is high, so it's fairly transparent. And then the dot size is randomized, right? So the parameter size is here. So when we set the dot size, right, when this function runs, because way up here, what we're doing with draw all bubbles, when we call that function, and we must call it up here, remember, no code in a function runs without a call. We will run through this code automatically. So the computer will hit draw all bubbles. After it finishes all the code and draw all fish, it drops down and goes to draw all bubbles, looks for it, and says, okay, boom, draw all bubbles. Drops in, runs the code. Move to random number. Next line, draw a bubble, okay. And then, 1 to 5. Okay, so it picks a random number, maybe 3. But then it needs to find the draw bubble function. Where is it? Computer searches. And once it finds it down here, it says, okay, well, size, the random number I picked this time was 3. So it would set the dot size to 3 then. Once it runs this code, it hits the bottom, goes back to the function that called it, draw all bubbles. And that's the end of this function, boom. So now it goes back up here and keeps running the code down. All right, add a loop inside the function. Modify that, yep. So we need to modify all bubbles. We need to add a loop. Okay. So under control, here's my loop. Boom. Move the commands that were already inside it inside the loop. Boom. And, nope. Boom. Just like that. Okay. And the number of iterations is the number of times our for loop runs. So right now it's just going to run 4 times, so that should be 4 random bubbles. Yep, okay. And it runs 4 times because this is set at 0, I, and then I is going to be less than 4. I++ means each time it runs, we add 1 to I. So I starts at 0, draws 1 bubble, hits the bottom, goes back to the top. I is now 1. Goes through, draws a bubble, goes back to the top. I is now 2. This is our 3rd bubble. I is now 3 because we started at 0, so that would be our 4th bubble. All right, we go back to the top. Plus, 3 plus 1 is 4. The loop is over. But we have drawn 4 since we started at 0. All right, they want us to start at 200. Let's try. Uh, 200 seems like a lot. But, let's see. Is that how many they have? Huh. I like it as is then. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So we got our loop set and draw all bubble. Great, let's keep going.